Hello, everyone. Today's episode is so special. It's a very special episode because we're featuring my aunt, who is an adult.
Yay!
And today's topic is basically just adulthood, coming
Yeah.
from an adult herself
Kinda.
and all that.
Yeah.
Do you want to start us off by telling us basically why do you think adulthood is such a scary label for kids or for teenagers? Like the future, adulthood, life after school, life after university. Let's start off by talking about why this is a topic for teenagers.
I think because when you're a teenager, you have some kind of guideline, and then when you become an adult, this whole safety net disappears and you have to figure it all out. So when you're a teenager looking forward to that time in life, you're gonna be so scared.
It's more scary than fun.
Exactly.
And I think the older you get, the scarier it gets, actually.
It depends. It depends on
It
the kind of
really
person you
depends.
are. Yes, it's terrifying.
So I think when you're a kid, it's like fun. You're
Yeah.
like, I can't wait to grow up.
Yeah, and you can't wait to be free, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's the freedom.
To do what you want to do, no curfews, no nothing. In a way, being an adult is fun. It's also very scary. So honestly, it can't be either or. It's kind of
For you
both.
personally, were you more scared or more excited to become an adult?
When I was like 16, 17, I was very scared. Then sometime in 20s, I became more happy about it.
Maybe more independent?
More independent, because when you're 16, there's a big chapter coming, like the university, the let's see this decision that we're gonna make now, how it will affect the rest of our lives.
It's like this is it.
This is
the decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this decision, as momentarily as it may be for some, and as some people some people they've been thinking about it their whole life, does not actually change your whole future, but that's how it feels.
It just guides you, maybe.
Yeah,
but it doesn't decide your future.
Yeah, and it just puts your foot somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, for example, if you're so scared about you want to become a doctor, and you'll be like, I'm gonna do this and that, and then you plan your whole future based on being a doctor. And then maybe for some people, by the time they just finish med school, they decide to become an actor.
Like it. Yeah.
You know, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And that, I think, opens a whole other topic of like adults themselves are still figuring it out. And I don't know why we have shaped the idea of figuring it out to be before adulthood.
Exactly. How would you figure it out?
How would you figure it out when you still live in your parents' house and you haven't seen the world? Yeah. You're supposed to explore more. And I think that's like a great start to today's episode. So let's get more into your personal experience.
Okay.
So how were you like approaching adulthood? How are you now in adulthood? Did you struggle picking a major? Like was university a big factor that played in your adult life?
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, when I was kind of your age, I had no clue what I want to be when I grow up. Which is a problem nowadays. Like, know, it's always been. It's always been a thing, especially when everyone around you wants things for you. Like, you're so smart, you should be an engineer.
You should be this.
The teachers have all these hopes on you of becoming super successful in the future. And you're like, I still don't know what I am in the future, but let's see how it goes. But you can't, because you have all of this. You get good marks, you have to do something huge. You get bad marks and then be like, what is she gonna do when she grows up?
It's also about like how much money you're gonna make. Like what you want to do isn't gonna make good money. What you want to do, you know?
Yeah. People have like 4 or 5 majors that they always talk over and over about. But in reality, there's like thousands of things you can become. I don't know if you've ever heard of the career ladder guy online.
The online one.
Yeah.
He won TikToker of the year, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's such a great example. Like there's so many different jobs and you can make it work.
Yeah.
You can expand the field, you can mix fields together, you can do multiple things actually.
Exactly. Honestly.
And so for you personally, like what field were you most interested in, and did you end up pursuing it? Or
I think if you had asked me when I was in that age, I would have said something related to arts. But that was never an option. Not because even my family was the kind who pressures people. They were not. They were like, "Go do you. You're the sixth one, whatever." But like not directly, they had some hopes for me that I didn't want to disappoint. Everyone in school had some other hopes for me. My friends saw me as something. Everyone saw me as something, and I didn't know who to believe.
I think actually, when your parents don't force something on you, it's like they're giving you maybe a lot of space. You're scared to make a mistake.
Exactly.
It's like
so scared.
when your parents tell you what to do, it's like, okay, I can't go wrong with my parents. They want me to do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make them happy. But it's like I might do something they don't like.
Exactly.
So I want to make them proud.
But weirdly, it's pressure both ways, because what if you don't want what your parents want? So yeah, both ways you are confused. Both ways this decision is huge. And it was kind of, but eventually I changed 10,000 times. So what I did, so
your field, your path,
everything. Yeah. When I was 18, I went first and studied applied English. It was It was not heard of. It was like the. It was known to be like this super good field that you will get so much money from.
Opportunities.
Yeah, amazing. You will work in so many different fields. You will, I don't know, you will have a bright future. As per, God knows who said, you know. So I went. I studied it for 1 semester. I didn't like it. It was too boring, honestly. Maybe if I stayed more, it would have become more interesting. But to me, it was too boring. And even when I thought about what would this open up for me, like I would be a translator or something, I don't know, wasn't really me. So in the second semester, I decided to switch. But to what? I have no clue.
You didn't
also, no, I still didn't know. I think later I will talk about exploring more as a young person rather than deciding. But we'll get to that later.
Wait, at that stage, why didn't you pick arts? It was a pressure?
It was not
or
a
the
major.
fear of not like going anywhere with it?
Exactly. For people, mainly it was a hobby, not a career. And I never thought that I would be so good at it that it would become a career. Like some people, they're like, we want to open a band and be super famous. They had
like
that
they
in
want
them.
that to be their life.
Exactly. Me, even with arts, as much as I loved it, I wasn't sure that I was, you know,
committed to
extraordinary in it. You know, I was just normal in it. But then later, I realized, like a bit of a fortunate/unfortunate thing is that it didn't matter whether I was good at it or not. It was just good enough that I went with it. You know. And yes, so I decided to switch, didn't know what to do, and then your dad actually, Ali, yeah, he suggested marketing because he was like, you're creative, you love, you know, going into so many different things. So like each company you work for, you will take on that personality. And it was a bit booming in that time. It had a good future. Again, the good future dilemma. So I went with it. Again, no clue what I wanted, just whatever kind of.
Do you think you were kind of like, how to say, like blindsided by this image, like, oh, marketing does good, so I'll do good?
Exactly, something like that. And since I didn't know what to do, I didn't explore enough at that age.
You just
I
went with whatever you heard first.
Yeah. So yeah, I became a marketeer. I continued university the whole kind of 3 years that were left. And
marketing?
In marketing. I was actually like doing really good because...
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. It was really fun to study marketing because indeed, each topic, we were kind of like an IB situation where you had to always do projects. So it was always fun. The teachers were nice. My colleagues were good. And I made my now forever friends during those years, plus school, of course, and after. But sometimes I wonder, like, if I had pursued English, art or something else, for example, would I have made my friends who now mean so much to me? It's kind of weird how whatever you do in life, you always end up with something, even though I'm like zero marketing right now. But I'm glad I did it. I'm glad with all the people that I've met and the experiences that I had. And at the end of the day, university is not only about the major you do.
It's about the experience, learning.
Yeah. Most people, I think, I know right now do not work with what they majored in at uni. Yeah. So yeah, in that time, that was it. Great, graduated, COVID, woohoo, amazing. And yeah, and then I stayed a little bit because it was like I didn't actually graduate physically. We had to do it like the online way. So I did that. I came here, visited you guys. And then
So you were happy with the result of marketing, studying it, or were you like, no, I'm not gonna do marketing for my job?
I was still unsure.
You were still unsure?
Yeah, I think that the title, like my actual career title, is like unsure of what she is and who she is. I think that's my career title. And if my 15 or 16-year-old me looked 10 years into the future and saw that as my title, she'd be like, ugh, what a disappointment. But honestly, now I'm like, oof, amazing. I have so much to discover yet. Great.
But was that uncertainty, that uncertain title, was it stressing you out? Or was it like, no, it's fine, I'm chill, I'm still exploring? Or was it like, no, I have to find something?
It was very stressful at the time.
You were like, I have to do something.
Yeah, it was. And I always started to do like online tests,
courses,
you know, like BuzzFeed, which flower are you? And so what career you will have. I did all of that. Nothing fits me. And I think at the end now, what I realize is that I love so many things. And I will continue to explore them. We will get to like somewhat of a definition at the end of my life story. But I think I enjoy the uncertainty to a way. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The older I get, the more I enjoy it, and the less other people enjoy it for me. You know, like the older I get, more people are trying to be like, what are you? Who are you? What are you trying to do? I'm like, I don't know.
And you're fine with that?
I'm fine with it. I have money, I have friends, I have things to do. Yeah, it's okay.
But when you're going through that time, did you often compare yourself with people who had it figured out?
Yeah.
And did that make it worse?
At times, of course.
Like your friends and stuff?
Yeah. The thing is, at each point in your life, there will always be other people that you will be comparing yourself to. It depends, honestly. Like if I was your age and some people had it all figured out, I'd be like, wow, they're so, you know, like they know themselves so well. And I would feel bad about myself for not having that knowledge. Then you get older and someone has, you know, they started their own company and it's very successful. And you're like, wow, they must be smarter than me, you know, they must be dedicated. They must be whatever they are.
More hardworking.
Exactly. You start to belittle yourself because of the successes of others. And it's a very normal thing, honestly. Like you're always gonna have to compare yourself.
I think teenagers just need to understand that it's not a phase. It's more like you just have to learn to accept and live with it. That it's normal.
Yeah, and to have fun on your own. You know, because whatever they're better at, good for them. You know, you applaud them, you feel happy for them, but it does not belittle you in any way, honestly. You're having your own little happy adventure. And unfortunately, a lot of people do sink in further with this comparison. And another, unfortunately, on top of that is that family and society is cruel when it comes to this. Like they compare you. I don't know now, maybe it's a lot easier. Even in my time, it wasn't that bad. But you know this, like, your cousin is a doctor. Why are you not a doctor?
Exactly.
More so in some societies than others. So yeah, it's it can be really tough, this little comparison thingy.
So after you finished marketing and after you graduated, where did you go after that?
Then I actually got a call from a good company in Jordan. And they asked me to join them. It was very simple, which was actually kind of good because I would never have pursued them otherwise.
Yeah, so they came to you.
They came to me because I was looking more to do something more fun and creative and all of that. They were like a
job.
Super office job. Even the topic of the company was like bills and
not your vibe.
Not me. I don't know how I accepted it, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
because that
it taught you things nonetheless.
So much. It taught me that even if you don't like it, sometimes you have to do stuff you don't like.
Yeah,
you know, and that's something
to learn what you like.
Exactly, and sometimes to keep going until you find whatever you like. Because
like
if you're just
stepping stones.
When you're younger, to some extent, you don't you don't have to do much you don't like. Like, yes, of course, you have to listen to your parents, whatever they say, but it's not really not survival, but
it's nothing that affects your life.
Exactly.
Like, you still get to go home, you still get to go to school, you still have your same friends. But like when you're older, you rely on yourself. So you have to do things you don't like for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I joined them. It was 1 year. Felt like 20. It's just so boring. Honestly, I'm sorry guys if you're ever watching this. You are so boring. Like, honestly, it was so incredibly boring. But again, whatever you
Did you get that like sense of boredom the second you joined? You were like, I think
so, yeah. I think so. And honestly, I don't know how I carried on. It's just I was fresh out of uni, and again, everyone told me that's such a good opportunity, a really good salary compared to someone who just left. And I was like, okay. Fortunately, okay, when I first joined, the girl in the marketing department, like, she was a bit before me there. She took me as her work bestie. And she
welcomed you very
she welcomed me so much, to the point where, regardless of the boring work stuff, I had a really good social life there at work. She introduced me to everyone. We did so many things together, so that part was good, because as much as you wouldn't like to think it, your school friends might not be your adult friends. Sometimes they are. I still have friends that I met since I was 12. It's okay. But you also sometimes face this like social anxiety when you're an adult. This does not go away. It just changes how you deal with it. It's less of oh, they're looking at me kind of fear, but it's more of will I have a good relationship
balance,
like
social
friends as an adult, or will I just go to work and go home? You know? So it starts to change the way you view relationships, but nevertheless, you still need people. You still need to build connection. And then I stayed with them for a year, got really bored, so I started pursuing other stuff again.
What did you explore in that time?
I know it was 1 year only, but I was already sick of marketing, and I was like, what can I be in this world? And I was, let's say, 22. Before I did that, I did some internships. So I was a bit older when this company thing happened. I did like an event management internship and some university stuff. I also went on an exchange program in uni, which I'm going to talk about it more. It's something that I super suggest for people to do. If you have any chance to go anywhere, do it. Honestly, it was so nice. It was COVID when I went. And I'm connecting the dots of my past
life timeline.
It was COVID. Like, we went for like actual uni classes a few times, and then it was all online, but I stayed there. I was in Poland, and it was great. It was great. And I don't know if you get to do that things as younger
when you're in school.
Well,
we do have exchange programs, but I think it's like less serious than obviously university.
So do that. That was really good, because I think later it helped me take my next step that I'm going to talk about in a minute, is to a little bit count on yourself at a younger age, because that helps you count on yourself when you're an adult. Basically, you learn how, like, laundry doesn't do itself, and food doesn't get put on the table automatically, you know. So that's for sure something that I'm so glad I got the opportunity to do. And that's how, when I was, I think, 23, let's say, I decided to leave my job in marketing. I just looked for literally any job opportunity abroad. I was looking in France, of course, because of being French, but any country would have been just fine. I just looked online. I literally wrote on Google jobs in France that don't need French, because I didn't speak French back then. And that was what I did. I got a job in a hotel. So if we're gonna go back to like the expectations of people, oh my God, what a disappointment that was. Like, how do you leave like
Amazing marketing job,
exactly.
an amazing opportunity to go work at reception in a hotel.
Exactly. Like,
Did that like pressure you, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't take this job opportunity?
not for a second.
It didn't.
It did not. But I'm sure how it should have. Like, I
Yeah,
would have.
It would have, yeah.
It would have, because if it wasn't a really big dream of mine to to spread my wings and fly in Europe, I would have been so scared of the move I'm doing.
But you were sure that marketing was just not for you.
Yeah, I was sure that marketing wasn't for me, and I was like, if I want it back, I'll get it back. You know,
Okay.
it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
That's literally what my biggest advice is to literally any problem that ever happens. Is it's not going to be the end of the world.
You can always solve it.
Yeah, and if you don't solve it, you move on some other way. You know, you can always be okay. So yeah, I took that leap of faith. I went in. I had no house, no money.
Do you think if it wasn't in France, it would have been a bit more like scary? Or was it because it's in France, you had like obviously like a sibling there and like connections and stuff? Maybe it was like, oh, it's fine. It's like, it's kind of like home.
For me, no, but for someone else, yes. So for me, France or other country, it didn't matter whatsoever, because to me, all of the uncertainties were the same. The fact that I had a sibling there helped, of course, but it was not a major determinant of whether I go or not. For someone else, yes.
It would have been like more convenient.
Yes, for someone else it would have been more convenient. For someone else, maybe it would have been nice to have that safety net again. But I was too excited, honestly. I personally did not care, but I think, yes, having someone there helps. It helps a lot. I know at the same time I went to France, my best friend, she went to the US.
Oh, so you got to like experience it together, moving abroad.
Exactly. And she went with her 2 sisters.
Oh, okay. So it's similar.
Yeah. But as like her, she was way more not dependent, but like they were such a good
bond.
Yes,
like support
system for her. Yeah, they were that. So I think if they weren't there,
like the move was together.
Exactly.
So it's like they went for each other together.
Yeah.
That's like your brother was already there. He was gonna stay there if you came or you didn't come.
And a brother is always different than a sister. Like we all love our brothers, but a sister is different. So yeah, I think for her, if they hadn't been there, it would have been much more difficult. For me, yeah, I mean, I technically had you guys. You know, you came with me for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So technically, you were kind of my support system in the beginning. We explored.
We were there also on your first day of work.
Yeah, when we were dancing outside. Yeah. So I did have a support system in the beginning, which was really good, honestly. But in all cases, I was too excited. I couldn't care less about what or how, or if I'm gonna sleep in the street, I'm gonna sleep in the street. I did that. I stayed 3 years with them. I had so much fun. I literally lived the adult dream life that when I was a kid I would have dreamt of. So when I looked,
it's not like an adult dream life; it's a child adult dream life.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Most adults probably wouldn't wish this, but
definitely not. It was so horrible for an adult. But if my 15-year-old self would have written like, how would I love my future to be as 25, that would have exactly been what it was. I was making her dreams come true. That was always all what I was doing. I went to like Avril Lavigne concert. I don't know. I stayed up late. I don't know, stuff like that no one cares about now as an adult, but it was very childish. Yeah.
You were like,
and I'm happy I did it, because as old as you get, it's really, really great to keep the young you alive, the child in you, spirit somewhere in you still. And it makes life more fun. It makes you really grateful for the things you have and as an adult. And all of those stresses that you are going through now as a teenager, they change, of course. You have new kinds of stress, but you begin to see how
life is not that serious.
Exactly.
It's like at the end it'll be fine if you just do what you like.
Yeah, just do what you like. don't stress too much about it now, because it's not gonna matter 10 years from now. Some things might, but you're gonna be so much more grateful to have explored and experienced rather than to have done the right moves, because you're gonna make mistakes anyway. Even if you worry and even if you plan, stuff are gonna go down and you're gonna do stuff you didn't want to do, and all of this is gonna happen. So just, I don't know, go out there and explore as much as possible. That's why traveling to me was the best thing ever, because it opens me up to so many opportunities, adventures, and new people from like all around the world.
Yeah, you learn new things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you, when you became an adult, I think a big factor for teenagers is the freedom part. Was the freedom shocking or exciting? Was it like, yay, I'm free, or is it like, oh no, I'm free? Like,
in the beginning, it's yay, I'm free.
Yeah.
For sure. But then later it can become, oh, I'm
it's
free.
Like, oh, I want to go home to my parents' house. I want to just go back into my childhood routine or whatever.
Yeah. You sometimes, freedom, you imagine it like you're flying, yeah?
Yeah.
And if you're always flying, you're starting to stress out. Like, I just want to land for a second, you know? I want guidance. I want someone to tell me if what I'm doing is right or wrong.
Yeah. I think, you know, personally for me, when I think of the future, I don't even stress. Like, I know what I want to do in university. I know what I want to do in the future. But it's like I'm scared of letting go of childhood. It's like, I wish I could study university now, you know?
Yeah.
I want to just live with my parents, and I want to like be a teenager forever. That's what I want. I want to be a teenager forever, but that doesn't mean I don't want a job.
Yeah.
I would rather work and go do everything as a teenager.
Yeah, but what is teenager? You mean like you have the security of the family, or you have a path, a known
I think
path?
once you become an adult, it's like everything changes. The way you and your friends are, the way you and your family are. It's like now you have to visit your family. Now, like, seeing your friends is more different. Like, you don't see each other at school anymore.
That's true.
And it's like I honestly think about this all the time. Going to school with your friends is such like a deep connection. Like, you guys see each other 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
But like as a teenager, it's like everything is just more, you know, in like cozy and just like
natural.
And like you see your friends more often, and like if you are angry with your family member, it's like, you know, at the end of the day you're going to resolve things because you live with each other.
Exactly. Yeah, of course, I get that 100%, especially when you're talking about like the friend part. Like again, with the same best friend, we grew up since we were maybe 10 until we became like big adults. And if you ask any Noor of all ages, who's your best friend, that would have 100% been her. It still is, even though I used to see her every day. You know, if I want to cry about something, I would call her. She would be in my house 5 minutes. We'd talk about it. We'd cry about it. We'd eat junk food and watch a movie. But now, if I want to talk to her, of course, we have to count because she's in the US. We're here like opposite times. But even if it was someone in the same city, you would have to plan things. To be like, okay, let's meet Tuesday at 5, cry, movie at 8.
Yeah.
Things start to have schedules in your life that wouldn't necessarily have a schedule.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really nice the having
the
your friends
coziness of being a teenager. That's what I think of it. It's like I would literally rather right now like wake up, go to work, and come back as a teenager.
Yeah.
But I still get to like go to school also. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I love the idea of like, because I like the idea of working hard. Like I love the idea of going to university, taking classes, going to work. I love the idea of that adult life, but I just want to come back home. You know?
Yeah. That's something that I believe definitely changes. But the coziness, you can still have it. Like you will still somehow go home and have your cozy, comfortable space. It depends on how your life looks like. Maybe if you have roommates, you will have that with them. It can still be your family, because a lot of people stay with. I still kind of am with family. You're gonna still be with family for a while. But you make your own coziness in a very different way. definitely different. And you will start to appreciate, like the me time even more as an adult. I don't know how maybe now you do appreciate it, but sometimes when you're older, you just want to stare at the window for 5 minutes and do nothing and think about nothing. Yeah. You start to schedule relaxation time, which is kind of cool. But yeah.
Yeah. I think honestly, as we get older, I think adulthood seems scarier, but at the same time, we're already adapting adult habits
That's true.
as like close to like young adults. Like right now, I do have to, like when it's like peak school summative season, I do have to schedule relaxation times.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why I think that makes me more comfortable that like school is preparing me, you know? That's actually, like when I feel overwhelmed with work, I'm like, at least I have this luxury to figure it out now, you know?
Yeah.
I have the luxury to know what to do when I'm under pressure, to know how to schedule my time. It's like, I think the school system that I'm in is actually very
helpful,
like preparing.
Yeah, it teaches you responsibility in a way.
So the academic organization scheduling part is not what I'm scared of, me personally. But I know other teenagers are different, because you know how you talked about how some of your friends, like they knew what they were gonna do.
Of course, yeah, they were so sure.
I'm one of those friends.
Yeah, cool.
Like in my friend group, I'm probably one of the girls that like I know what I want to do, and I'm so excited to do it. Like I'm so excited to be in university.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned before, it's just a whole like childhood thing.
Yeah.
Like I love childhood, but I love independency as well. But I'm just like, I guess I'm scared of being, empty and lonely.
Yeah.
I think that's like a big fear of mine, is just to be empty and lonely and kind of like miss my family, miss my friends, and I'm like, I can't see them. Like I have another life now. Like,
and I honestly think that's a big problem that adults do face, is that they're empty and lonely.
I know that adults face that, and like I don't want to be one of those adults.
Yeah, it's true. I've faced that, but alhamdulillah only momentarily, because when you're an adult, you become too focused on the other stuff: education, work, growth, food on the table, a clean house. You start to focus on all these things that you sometimes stop putting the time and effort to meet the people you love and be with your friends. So you start to somehow fade apart, even from your own family. And again, if you're in a different country, it's where the loneliness can kick in really hard. But that's why you build such good bonds now. That's why it's too soon to worry about the future as a teenager. In my point of view, be, of course, mindful that stuff are going to happen, but be excited for them and really build good connections now, because they are the connections that will last you a really long time.
I think in my generation, it's more like a big higher probability that these friends will last.
Yeah.
Because of social media and because we have connections, like we can still call, text, whatever. Like back in, I think like my parents' days, like it's like once you move, khalas, like you moved away, no more talking.
Yeah 100%. And that's the best kind of bond. The friendships you make at a young age and they last with you forever are way more deep and family-like than the ones you make as an adult. Of course, as an adult, you succeed to make some that are very warm, but it's something...
Growing up with someone is different.
Yeah, it's different because they've seen all of you.
All your stages, everything, and you grew up together, you experience everything together.
So yeah, these are the most important thing in your years, is the relationships, the excitement, and to be honest, to try as much as possible. Don't only try things you like. Try, like you're so sure of psychology and everything, great, pursue it, learn a little bit about it on your own. What you're doing is great. But also just randomly, if you
pick up hobbies.
Exactly. If you see any opportunity for anything else to do, do it. You have the time, you are judgment free. Honestly, do it. You might explore a passion that will spark up 10 years from now. And that's kind of not in any way what I did, but you know now how I'm
what you would have done.
Yeah, what I am doing now.
Yeah.
It's like now I'm just exploring whatever thing comes in my head. But that's where I'm really happy, is after all of this boredom of jobs, I am now in a job that I really enjoy, or like I was lastly in my job that I really enjoyed. And that's how 3 years passed, is because, you know, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And even now that I love it, and then tomorrow I figure out that I want to be, I don't know,
Something else.
yeah, I want to be, I don't know, a zoologist or something. Who cares? I will start to study zoology. I will still keep my job, because now as an adult you can pursue your passion while also maintaining a life. I will do that together, and then at 30 or 32 I would be a zoologist. And then everyone would be like, why are you a zoologist? Weren't you a marketeer? And I was like,
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Who cares?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Previously we talked about like the empty, lonely adult thing. Did you ever experience that when you were in France by yourself? Did you go through a vibe, like a time where you were like, I have no social life, like I need to do something, I need to meet friends, I need to do something?
That's one of the major problems that people face when they move abroad, is you go into a country where almost everyone already has their friends. It's like go into a new school, you know? And you go in and there's already, I don't know, the jocks and the mean girls. I don't know what kind of groups you guys have. But yeah, you go in and you just have to figure out your place in that world. Fortunately, I went already into hospitality, which is a very welcoming environment. Yeah. I went to an international hotel, so all of my colleagues were also kind of... Yeah, they spoke English for sure. They were also expats like me, open-minded. So many like things that made it easier to make friends. Yeah. So yeah, my first friends were my colleagues. That was honestly it. And because I kind of feed on people's yeah, not in that way, but yeah, I started to even try to explore more stuff. So I would go on meetups. It's like online events like board game night, volleyball day. Yeah. Let's go to the beach and have a picnic. Social like events and stuff. Yeah. So I really pursued those. I really pursued them, and that helped me a lot. And then there were days when none of those people existed. Like all of these efforts and all of these people that I know, and I, for example, was feeling kind of sad about something, and I couldn't call any of them because none of them
can just come and help you out.
Yeah, exactly. None of them is an OG friend, like
they don't know you properly to understand, to help you fix your problem.
Yeah, and I honestly wouldn't want to talk to them specifically about this, what I'm feeling. You know, sometimes you just want someone who just knows you, so you don't have to explain your problem. And like, yeah, on those days it was very hard. Yeah, it was very hard, especially in winter, because it tends to be really gray and gloomy in Paris. So that was the most tough time. And then, even then, I know that you will face this a little bit, like when everyone goes to their own school, so you kind of like separate from your friends. That also happens as an adult. So my colleagues, they would just leave, they get a different job. Someone would move out of the country, you know. It's the life of an expat is also very uncertain. So even maintaining relationships was not easy. And like you were saying, how as a child you see your friends 8 hours a day, put the colleagues aside, for the other friends you see them once a week. So it takes way longer to you know, do the bond with. So yes, it's very, very difficult, this this emotional connection thing as an adult. And the only way pass it is through it. You just have to go through it. You have to be sad sometimes, and you have to learn how to love your own company as well as enjoy the company of others.
I think actually, I think about a lot is when you're an adult, you sugarcoat things more. And when you're a teenager, you're just more yourself. Like when, for example, at school, despite the age difference, obviously school and work are two different places, but like at school, you don't like someone, you could just tell them, I don't like you, I don't want to sit with you. But look, at work, it's like you have to sugarcoat things. Like, as an adult, you can't just be unfiltered. You know, you have to have some kind of professionalism.
Of course.
Like me, for example, when I see the way my mom is with her friends, it's like, you're too nice. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you like each other, but like I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes I joke with my friends, like, mean. I tease them. My mom's like, Rimas, you're so mean to your friends. Do you hate them? I was like, no, this is just how we are. Like, this is how teenage friends are. And I don't want to become that, like, kind of just always nice with my friends, always like sugarcoating everything when I'm an adult.
Yeah, I don't like how adults sugarcoat so many things.
Yeah.
I really dislike that as well, because it's an effort.
I think when you're a kid also, your idea of adulthood comes from the adults around you. So I know you wanted to talk about how you viewed adulthood versus how you view it now. Like, you don't feel so adulty the way you viewed adults when you were a kid.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I used to be like your age, I would see someone as my age, like, wow, they are so old, they must have life figured out. Oh, amazing, great. Like, if I would have an emergency, I would turn to an adult.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't have things figured out. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly don't know where my next step really is gonna be. I'm now in a transition period. I quit my job. I don't have another job, and I'm like,
What's some advice you'd give your teenage self?
I would tell her to really grow not in specific fields, but in specific skills. Like, work on skills that you can apply whatever you do. Work on your problem solving, work on your communication, public speaking, oh my god, and how to give proper feedback whatever you do, how to plan and organize. All of these skills, whatever you are in life, you can apply them, because at the end of the day, I'm no HR, but if I was to hire someone, I couldn't care less what their experience is.
Look for those skills.
Yeah, I would look for who they are as a person, what they will add to my team, and have as many hobbies. I would love to have had 10,000 more hobbies than I already had, which were already like plenty. I would tell my younger self to not listen to others. Really, I mean,
not let it affect your own mindset.
Not let it affect you. Listen to others. Sorry, parents. Listen to them, surely. Take their advice. They have experiences to share. Take their experiences and what they want to give to you from them, but apply that to yourself, because you will have a totally different future by the time you're their age. Yeah, right now, I really love my young me. I think she's really cool, and I really love her.
Do you think she would have been proud of you now?
Yes. Yeah. Now,
that's
sure.
what's important.
Yeah. Now for sure. I think my main goal in life is making her dreams come true. So I always keep her in mind. Whatever I do is like I do it for Noor, you know. And I would love it more if she spent more time, exploring, of course, but spend more time doing what she loved, being with the people she loved, taking like way more videos. I know, like, you already take 1,000 videos at this age, but at my time we took videos, of course, but it wasn't that much.
Like make more memories. Like,
make more memories. I think that's a really good one. Yeah, make more memories is really good, because they make your life whole, and then you look at them and you're so happy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's fulfilling.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's great advice.
Yeah.
And last topic, I think, to end it off is you currently, right now, what are your future steps?
So I want to keep exploring always, but it's also good to have some things figured out as you become older, and then you figure them out, and a few years later you unfigure them out. It's fine. Again, no rules, no boundaries. But yeah, for me, the next step would be is figuring out my place in the world. my physical
Your
place
location.
of nowhere, my location, is which city I wanna kind of settle in. Whether that would be here in Riyadh, in Amman, or in France, somewhere in south of France, I don't know. And that's why I'm trying to live each life shortly and try to figure it out. So yeah, I think in the next few years I should have decided on a location. I would be doing something more towards
hospitality, maybe.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now my main career path is definitely hospitality. I mean, I would be maybe like saving up for a car, house, something stable that
you own.
I own, I can rely on.
The main goal is just not to stress yourself about it. Just to take it easy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's what most teenagers need to know, that even adults need to learn to take it easy.
They should, honestly.
Like, adults need to just accept that you don't have to figure it out like tomorrow. Like, I think most people, they turn 18, they're like, okay, I'm 18, where's my house, where's my car, where's my job?
I swear. How is it that you're your age and then you're supposed to have decided all of these experiences you're gonna have, not having lived them?
Yeah, like, I think if you have a passion, you shouldn't wait until, like, many people are like, oh, once I get a house, once I get a job,
the once thing,
once I get married, once I have my first kid, once I have my second kid, once my kids go to college, once my kids get married. It's like, just do it. Like,
just do it now. Yeah. It's kind of like the concept of living in the weekends versus living every day.
No.
It's something that, I don't know, I saw some videos about a while ago, is that a lot of people, they only live for the weekends. So for the whole week, they don't do anything that brings them joy. They just, I don't know, go to work, school, study, do chores, whatever. And then in the weekend, they have a great time. They see their family, they go out with friends, they paint. It's great.
I'm kind of like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, you shouldn't, honestly, because the weekend is 2 days. The week is already way more than that. So if you do something that brings you joy every day, of course, there's still all these responsibilities. They're not out of the window. But do something that brings you joy every day because you're living every day. You're existing every day. So make it worth it every day.
I think this is turning into advice for adults.
Sorry. As a teenager. Maybe.
As a teenager too.
Yeah, as a teenager too.
It all applies.
Yeah, it's because adults and teenagers and whatever,
they're so similar at the end of the day.
We're not that
like at the end of the day, each and every human being, no matter your age, you're just working towards a goal tomorrow, then the week after, the month after, the year after.
Yeah.
All ages, just start now, do what you want now, and just take it easy, step by step.
Exactly. And we all want the same things in life, and we all face the same fears. So if you have anything that concerns you or anything that you're feeling, I mean, this sounds like such an ad, but talk about it.
Just talk about it.
Just talk about it. Honestly, it's so easy to just talk about it and be vulnerable and be open.
Yeah.
It's not so easy, but it's doable.
And that doesn't disappear when you're an adult. You can still talk about it when you're an adult. That doesn't mean that, khalas, I'm an adult now, I can't talk about my feelings.
Yeah, and I have to be strong and I have to have it all figured out, or I have to put on a mask of, I don't know, be chill.
Yeah, I think
live, laugh, love. I don't know, insert quote.
This advice just applies to everyone.
Yeah, quote.
And I think we're good. I think we're
good.
We talked about everything. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.